Happy Monday, everybody. We are back together here with another video, and we're going to be talking about someone we talked about before, Prince Harry. Prince Harry, I called him a simp, a beta male, because that is what he has turned into by marrying woke Meghan Markle. Now, as you guys know, Prince Harry is from the UK. He is, I believe, fifth or sits in line to the throne of England. He'll never be the king unless something really, really bad happens. As you guys know, he decided to actually leave the royal family, walk away from being senior royals, move to Canada, stayed there for a hot second, and then went to the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. And he's making a bunch of money now. But why is he making a bunch of money? Because he's acting like a professional victim. I have no sympathy for Prince Harry, do you? None whatsoever, especially his wife also as well. She has wrecked him. Mm-hmm. He has made a whole bunch of money. He seems to be in the victim mentality for the money. It's just simple as that. I mean, would you actually air your family's dirty laundry out there for the whole world to see?
No.
It's pretty troubling. You know, if you're...
Yeah, especially in the royal family.
Yeah. And the royal family is definitely not happy with him.
No. Well, even the British people, they're not happy.
Yeah, he's not popular.
No.
Now, Meghan Markle, even less popular. And I believe that a lot of people are blaming Meghan Markle for putting Prince Harry into this position of looking super duper weak. Remember, she actually said that he was a feminist. I mean, my goodness, this is pretty bad.
Oh.
But as you can see here, not happy, Prince Harry says he and Meghan won't return to the UK. And I'm pretty sure that the people in the UK won't miss her. Now, when he says he won't return to the UK, does that mean he's going to stay here forever?
Maybe.
He's not a citizen. I don't know.
Well, he can apply for citizen.
Well, that will take like 7-8 years.
Yeah.
I mean, if he actually stayed here long enough and applied for U.S. citizenship, that would definitely be a slap in the face to the royal family, because you know that he's the old prime minister of the UK, Boris Johnson. Mm-hmm. He was actually British American. He was born here.
Okay.
But grew up in the UK. But when he got into politics, he renounced his U.S. citizenship. It seems like now that Prince Harry is pretty much giving up his British citizenship to be a victim now.
Well, his popularity dropped in UK, so...
Yeah. Speaking of, you remember the Nazi uniform that he wore? Back into... You know he's blaming his brother for that? He's blaming his brother for him wearing the Nazi uniform. He was 20 years old. He couldn't make his own decisions to not wear that. He's blaming Kate and William for him wearing the Nazi uniform.
Okay.
That's dumb.
I know he wrote a book.
Yeah, he has a book that's already out. And I believe this was... Everything he's saying is probably just to generate more sales for that book.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about Meghan that went to, see Princess Diana, tomb?
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she did.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was on the New York Post.
Okay, I did not know that.
And she got a backlash.
She got backlash for going there?
Yeah, somehow.
I don't know. I didn't read into it, so I don't know. I mean, it would make sense, considering, that she's Harry's wife, that she would actually go with him to visit his mother's grave. I'm not exactly sure where she's actually buried. I'm not sure. Yeah. But anyway, here it says the UK's loss might be a U.S. gain. After Prince Harry dramatically announced Monday morning he and his wife, Meghan, will never move back across to the other side of the Atlantic. Ruling out the possibility the pair will ever become working members of the royal family, the Daily Mail reports Harry said on Good Morning America their future lies elsewhere, in a place away from the pain and hurt inflicted on them by his relatives. Of course, nothing is his fault. It's everybody else's.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever going to be possible. I don't think that even if there was an agreement between me and my family, there's that third party that's going to do everything they can to make sure that isn't possible. Not stopping us from going back, but making it unsurvivable. Because that's essentially breaking the relationship between us. There was something in the future where, we can continue to support the Commonwealth. That, of course, is on the table. Well, you want to support the Commonwealth, but you don't want to do the work. You know what? He wants his cake and eat it too. He wants to be the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, but they don't want to put in the work.
So basically, they don't want, the British people to remove their title.
Of course not, because they're using that title. He's using the title Duke of Sussex, which was given to him by Queen Elizabeth. They're making money off of this. They're making money strictly because they're part of the royal family. If they were not a part of the royal family, let's say Meghan Markle was still this D-list actress and she married Harry and Harry's a nobody, nobody would care. Nobody would know who she was. Nobody would know who he was because he would be a nobody. They only got this deal because of their titles. He's Prince Harry, Princess Diana's son, fifth in line to the throne.
Well, I really don't care if she married to Prince Harry or not. Well, the problem lies in, it started when she talked about, bad thing about
everything's racism to her.
No, when she started talking about, the Queen Elizabeth, then there's something wrong.
Yeah. It says here, despite ruling out a return to a royal working life, Harry shows no desire, however, to relinquish his title, his privilege, and place in the line of succession to his father. The prince dodged a question on the matter by Anderson Cooper during a CBS network chat when asked why, given his clear antipathy to a royal future, does he and Meghan not just walk away from their titles as Duke and Duchess of Sussex? Quote, and what difference would that make? He answered back. Yeah, he doesn't want to answer that question because he knows that if he gets stripped of the title, that's going to make him look bad and look like, the bad guy right there. But stop using the title. Say, hey, I relinquished the title. Now, also, technically, there still can be addressed as your Royal Highnesses, even though they're not working members of the royal family. If I'm mistaken about that, you guys listen and let me know. But they won't be using it. At first, I thought they got stripped of it, but I believe that they didn't get stripped of it. They just wouldn't be using it and people wouldn't actually address them in that way because they're not working royals. Of course, he wants the title. Without the title, who is he?
No one.
Yeah. This is really pathetic.
Don't you think they're going too far?
Oh, definitely. Definitely too far. Way over the top. They're out there trashing the royal family, trashing his late grandmother. She was leading the family, so essentially they're trashing her. He is just throwing all of them under the bus, and Meghan Markle too.
Even though Queen Elizabeth's brother, he denied the throne, remember? Is it?
Which one?
Is it her brother? That's why like Queen Elizabeth got the throne.
No, it was her uncle.
Oh, her uncle.
Her
Okay.
uncle, Edward VIII. He was actually the king, but he wanted to marry Wallace Simpson, who was an American, ironically, twice divorced, and they
Okay.
would not let him continue. He
Yeah,
actually
I
gave up the
remember.
throne for quote unquote love, but their marriage was a disaster. It was a loveless marriage.
Yeah, but he
So
didn't do what Meghan and Prince Harry did.
no, it's not like that. Not like that. I mean, that was also a very, very different time.
Yeah.
Now, if he was in the modern era right now, he married a divorcee, it would be allowed. I mean, look, Prince Charles, he's divorced. He married a divorced woman. Also, Harry, because they had to ask the Queen to get married. They had to get permission. So she granted permission. Back in the 1930s, that would not be allowed. So that is why Edward VIII stepped down, and he didn't have any kids. So therefore, Queen Elizabeth's father became the king, George the
Yeah.
Fifth. If I get confused on some of these. I'm sorry, I'm not a Brit, but that's how she ended up with the throne. Because when he passed away in the 1950s, 1952,
Yeah,
and
I
she became the
remember
queen.
The father. Yeah.
Yeah.
We watched that
The Crown.
Yeah, The Crown.
Yeah. Now, from what I understand about the Crown is somewhat fictional, based around true events.
No, but we also watched her father. What's it called? The movie that he has a hard time.
Yeah. He stuttered.
Yeah.
It was called The King's Speech. That was a good movie.
Yeah, that was.
With Colin Firth. Yeah. He stuttered.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway, Harry, right here, it says Harry's dismissal of a return to the UK came on the same day that Poland showed he might be less than welcome as public opinion turns against him after months of incessant criticism of all around him. Yeah, because a lot of Brits, and we did a video on that, they are not a fan of him whatsoever.
No.
Oh, it says here, a survey undertaken by more than 1,600 adults between January 5th and 6th reveals the Duke's net favorability now sits at a humbling minus 38%, or minus 38. I don't know exactly what that actually means. That seems like lower than Joe Biden, if you ask me, but I don't know. Man, this man is pathetic. They're in it strictly for the money. That's it. They're in it strictly for the money. Now they say they don't want to return to UK. Hey, don't stay here. I mean, this man criticized the First Amendment. He was like, he thought that the First Amendment here was bonkers. The freedom of speech. Let that be note to people that criticize this great country. Even a country like England doesn't have freedom of speech like us.
Yeah, it didn't.
So that's kind of crazy. Anything else to say about this?
No, it's just kind of. I mean, how did Prince Harry turn from working from the royal family and turning into this?
Easily. Don't get with a woke woman and you won't have these problems. It's just that simple.
But at first, it seems like she wasn't woke when
Well,
she married him.
Well, I think the thing is nobody knew her. Nobody knew her when they got together. Like when she was on Suits, nobody knew her. She was not famous. She got famous when she got with him. That's the only reason why she's relevant. I mean, Harry's been in the spotlight all his life. She wasn't even a star of her own show. She was kind of like a side character in that show.
Okay.
Only people that watch Suits actually knew. I never knew who she was until she got with Harry.
I don't know.
Nobody did. So, but that's going to wrap it up, guys. Prince Harry says they're not going back to the UK. Well, you shouldn't be staying here either. Go somewhere else. Go back to Canada then. We got enough woke people already that's citizens here, including Meghan Markle, but we don't need men like him. Men that don't want to be men, we do not need that, you know? But that's going to wrap it up, guys. We'll catch you on Wednesday with another episode. Until then, be safe.
Goodbye.